Ra- Random video, kind of like just a thought I want to speak on is that I'm coming back in terms of I've definitely changed a lot, I think, because I'm not doing nearly as many shrooms as I used to do, and new ideas have kind of took over with time. It's weird, because I had a major psychedelic awakening activation. It was crazy years ago, and it's weird how that's changed over time. It's quite complex and nuanced and multifaceted. But what I mean by I'm coming back is like I know that so much of it is still in there. I feel like I'm waiting on another activation, so to speak. Not inherently psychedelic, but like I basically need to ghost and like do like hella breath work and shadow work or something. Loads of meditation. Like there's something weird I notice actually. It's hard to communicate in a way. The way that I actually am, there seems to be a blockage between how I really, like my soul really is, and then the way that I actually am able to express myself. I've noticed that. Where it's like I can never come across the way that I want to anymore. I don't know why. That seems to be how it is. Like, in terms of energetically. That's not inherently true. I wouldn't want to affirm that. Um, why is that relevant? I don't know. That's just kind of like, I don't know. It's just a weird thought. It's like the way that I speak and stuff. It's like it doesn't feel like this is me. Like I feel like I'm yet to, like, if I were to transform, I think it's because I'm yet to really cut the cord on like screens and weed and coffee. I think if I did loads of fasting and breath work, I know how to do it. But that's what I'm saying. Is that's what I'm basically waiting on. Is like, yeah, I know. Even just a note to myself is is that inner activation is the key. I was gonna jot this down, but I thought I'd remember it, and I did basically. But I jot it down anyway now. Is that like keeping that internal flame lit is the key. So, and you can light it in meditation. If you do visualization on things that motivate you, for example, you can really like feel a powerful force in your body. Even if you get really motivated, and think about, even visualize the actualization of everything that you want to do in your life personally. It can get you quite hyped. Or dreams that you want to fulfill. But yeah, I don't know, I'm just saying, like, I remember years ago I had this weird thing where sometimes I'd be more into the conspiracy theories and sometimes I'd be more into the metaphysics. And I was a bit kind of not as aware back then as I am now, I would say, with a lot of that. Partly because, like, I found I just done a lot more research and I done a lot more contemplation, and over time, years later, I've learned to distinguish and explore each dimension very much more distinctly, and I've fully fleshed out like kind of both lanes in a way, in terms of, because the reason I say that is because they're both lanes of awakening. I say this often, there's like two lanes of awakening, I would say, so to speak. In some ways, there's like the metaphysical awakening that like Leo Guru would talk about, like the fucking God consciousness, solipsism, dream collapse, synchronicity, you know, 5-MeO, DMT, fucking whatever, center of the universe shit. And then the other lane would be to awaken to Babylon, to the Matrix. Like, I don't know why I show you this now. I'm just saying there's some bugs right now flying about. What a vibe out here. Can we just have a minute? It's what nature would tell. Mr. Nature would be looking at me right now going, while I'm talking, he'll go, another day, another story. Look, bro, it's a tree, bro. Just shut the fuck up and stop talking stories, bro, in your mind, bro. It's not real, bro. Just life in front of you, bro. It's right in front of you. Can't you see? You cannot serve two masters. Don't you know what that means, bro? Another day, another story, bro. Stop talking. Shut the fuck up, bro. Your words you don't even understand what you're talking. You don't, bro. You're not aware that your talking is not real, bro. Stop talking. Shut the fuck up. It's not real. You're a fool. I laugh at your attempts of being, bro. Sorry, I'm joking. I was exaggerating. I'm taking a piss. Anyway, sorry. That's just the Zen devil way. I'm joking. Anyway. I don't know, bro. Look, I'm not. Now's not the time. I'm stoned, and I am in need of hydrating. I don't know what I was saying, but look. Basically, I know. I don't know why I would talk about it on here, but I'm just saying, hold tight. I'm still in here. Don't worry, because I've changed a lot over time, and sometimes I wonder. Because people they say to me like recently like. I've become very skeptical about a lot of spiritual ideas about 6 months ago. It's probably no coincidence there. Anyway, and when I started to question a lot of this stuff, because Leo Gura is pretty fucking Matrix, yeah. So this is interesting. I need to communicate this thing eventually. Maybe not now. I don't know. But it's so interesting how my awakening, like I basically deceived myself again into falling asleep. You could say if you follow Leo Gura, you'd get it. But so I was following Leo Gura a lot. And then eventually I realised that he had like loads of facets of. I made a whole video about how he's got loads of Babylon artificial facets in his aura and his demeanour. And so therefore I got skeptical about a lot that he was telling me. And he always says don't take his word for it anyway, but I don't know. And then like also just around about the same time I found like Payday Monsanto, and he's like an artist that really I really resonated with, partly with because I actually liked that particular sound of his whole instrumental and demeanor in general a lot of the time since I was super young. So it was like already like I don't know, it felt kind of destined, and it was weird because it pulled me into Payday Monsanto, and then he gave me this radical conspiratorial skepticism, and then it made me become skeptical about all of the spirituality that I was doing somehow, and it kind of distanced me from a lot of it somehow, even though the awakenings were like, don't bro, I'd done like 200 heroic doses of shrooms and my mind was literally blown. I was like, oh, the universe's plan is to blow your mind. I was gone, fam. Swear down. I was seeing crazy hallucinations. I had the worst trips you could ever imagine. That unfathomably fucking torturable, bro. I'd done loads of shrooms when I was young for some fucking reason. And like I literally like escaped the Matrix like bare times, and it was mad. Um, and yeah, I can't even explain a lot of it. Like a lot of it is like cognitive hallucinations with the way that you think. Yeah, the way that your thoughts are, the rate of them, and the momentum and flavor to your thoughts. And like yeah, I had these crazy activation awakenings where I do breath work on mushrooms while grounding and shit, and like be smoking weed, and like I was just shooting my kundalini or some madness. And what I was saying, sorry, is excuse me, is fucking someone said when I got really skeptical about a lot of these things, people would say to me, "You know this, bro? Come on, bro. Like mushrooms, bro. Like how you're not getting skeptical about shrooms, are you?" It's because I got really conspiratorial. I'm like, I don't know, man. It's so trippy because like shrooms, you will literally meet God through psychedelics. Why does the psychedelic community know that this is true? you might think I'm crazy if I say that you will meet God if you do psychedelics, but okay, well then why does it actually happen? Ask the psychedelic community that. Exactly, fam. You can't even explain that, bro. That is a reported phenomenon that I have verified. But it was more of like how a lot of religion is actually controlled, and Leo was controlled also, I think, because Leo is bigging up the vaccine. I made a whole video about deconstructing Leo Guru's video, the sneaky psychology behind conspiracy theories. Anyway, I'm just saying that I got this skepticism at one point, and I don't know, it's weird, like, but also my survivor situation changed a lot, and I'm just getting older and stuff, and it's I don't know, there's a lot of complex stuff, to be honest, but yeah, survival mode is not really helping, I guess, maybe, but maybe it is. Neurolinguistic programming as well. I'm going to listen a lot more to Illuminati Congo now, but I got very skeptical about him at one point as well, kind of because of Pedro Monsanto in a way. I do get influenced. I have done a lot in the past, but it's a tool, and everyone has got to identify with something in order to survive. Maybe. Anyway, I need to get a drink, fam. So I'm out of here. Bless up. See you later. So, it's cool. All I need to do is basically get a lot of stuff out of the way, and kill my demons, and I need to execute and do a lot of stuff. I need to be productive. I need to step into my higher self. I'm definitely gonna have to put in a work for a while in a lot of ways. But yeah, that's what I need to do. And then basically it's an energetic thing. I think I need to do a lot of breath work and meditation, and I need to transform myself from the inside, and that is how I will fix my feeling of disconnection with my expression recently, because I feel like this because I haven't really been doing that much breath work, and I don't know why I'm telling all of these archonic monitoring spirits this. I probably shouldn't. Anyway, I'm gonna go. Bye.